Men in Colorado know who the I am and put it on their cartoon. Lizzo!
If you go to that woman, you tell that woman, hey, I just want to let you know I've been with your man. I've been seeing your husband. They're probably going to go your man.
Dated a married man, and I don't feel bad. Physically, he was not my type. He was short, he was chubby, and he was also Filipino.
Somebody who is honest, loyal, who understands that I got stuff going on.
Your only page for an honest man.
Of course, as long as he helped me in the way that I need to be helped in.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right into this one.
Guys, my worst fear has been actualized. I've been referenced in a South Park episode. I just feel like, damn, I'm really that bitch. I'm really that. I really showed the world how to love yourself and not give a to the point where these men in Colorado know who the I am and put it on their cartoon that's been around for 25 years. I'm really that, and I'll show y'all how to not give a and I'm gonna keep on showing you how to not give a oh, Lizzo.
She said that, and then after she said this, after she seen it, she said this.
With Lizzo.
FDA approved Lizzo makes you feel good about your weight.
The delusional drug. The delusional drug.
And it costs 90% less than Ozempic.
I've lowered my standards and my expectations.
What happened to those men in Colorado in the middle of nowhere with nothing to do? That's how she made it seem. The men in Colorado with nothing to do reacted to me. Oh yeah, it's not a joke. It's not a laughing matter. Because in order to be delusional, get you some new Lizzo. 2 is recommended. 3 will make you totally delusional.
I'm going to just say it because I feel like it needs to be said. Y'all need to leave these married men alone because they're not leaving their wife, okay? And even if you go tell a wife what's going on, they 9 times out of 10 ain't leaving their man, okay? They're not leaving their happy home. They don't give a damn. So save yourself the time. Save yourself the embarrassment. Save yourself the heartbreak and go find you a man that is available and single. Stay away from these married men or these men in relationships because I promise you, you're not going to get the end result that you want, okay? It's not going to work out in your favor, babes. It's just not. Because what will happen is, if you go to that woman, you tell that woman, hey, I just want to let you know I've been with your man. I've been seeing your husband. They're probably going to go your man. I'm going to wait patiently. I'm going to wait for you to fall in love, okay? Save yourself the emotional trauma. Save yourself the embarrassment because if that 9 times out of 10 got a friend that's going to be ready to pull up on your daddy, okay? They're going to wait for you to fall in love. They're going to wait patiently. They're going to be quiet. And then they got to pounce. And payback is a bitch, okay? So just focus on yourself. Find you a man that's available, ladies. Let's find men that are available. The men that are not available are not for you for a reason, okay? And if they doing that to their wife, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna do it to you, okay? That's usually how it works. Relationships, marriages, let that just be off limit to the girls, okay? Let's let that be off limit to the girls. Go find you a man that's available. And if you find out that man ain't available, just exit stage left. Ain't no point in telling the wife because she probably already know about it anyway, or she probably don't give a damn, or I don't know, or she probably don't know. I don't know. I can teach his own. I'm just telling you in general. Most wives, if you go to them and tell them that you've been with their man, they're not leaving them. Okay, so save yourself the time because what's gonna happen is you're gonna end up embarrassing yourself and somebody gonna this man. Okay, so let's keep it cute. There's plenty of men that are single. If y'all need advice, if y'all need help finding a man, come call me. I will help you. I will hook you up. I am the best. I give the best dating advice. I give the best advice. I can really help you find a man. Like, I am really good at that. I am very good at finding emotionally available single men. Okay, so if you're having trouble in that category, call me because I got you. But stay away from these married men because they ain't no good. Okay, they're not leaving their wife and their wife ain't leaving them. Okay, all right, that's what I say.
Well, I was waiting to hear something that woman can take. So pretty much the message is don't be with married men. But she's right, though. She's right. Guys, aren't leaving the good woman they have, right? Why would they? Like, I look at the things my wife does. I'm never leaving her. And the guys have wives like that too, that do certain things to make you go, I'm not leaving. I don't want to leave and I can't. And it's a good thing. It's a great thing. Everyone should have it set like that. But but what happens is what she's saying, this is what happens. A lot of women, I'm not gonna listen to her. It's a known thing. Women want what they can't have. And they will forever want what they can't have. It's been like that since the beginning of time.
I dated a married man and I don't feel bad. And I know a lot of people are going to leave me hate in the comments for this, but just hear me out. The story starts at my job where I met him for the first time. He came in with a bunch of his coworkers and instantly I was drawn to him. Physically, he was not my type. He was short, he was chubby, and he was also Filipino. So the night goes on and he tipped me a
Hold up. The Filipino dudes is doing it in the States. He was short, he was fat, he was also Filipino. I want to hear what you got to say.
ton of money that night and afterwards asked me if he could take me out sometime. And I said, yeah, sure. And just because he had tipped me so much, I gave him my number and he gave me his, but I never expected to hear from him after that. But then about a week later, he texted me and he seemed really persistent to want to take me out and I was a little apprehensive, so we settled on just a lunch date. This lunch date, which was, by the way, at a super nice steakhouse, ended up turning into a shopping event. I never meant for this to be a sugar daddy situation, but when he said that he wanted to take me to Valentino and Louis Vuitton on a shopping spree, I was like, sure. Like, literally at that point,
Got wet.
Oh, she's a gold digger.
Wasn't just regular wet.
point in my life, I had only ever owned like one Michael Kors bag. After that shopping spree, it did sort of turn into a sugar daddy, sugar baby situation. And I'm not gonna lie, he spent a lot of money and he would even pay me to hang out with him. The one odd thing was that there was never any intimate contact between us. Like there would maybe be hand holding and maybe like a kiss on the cheek, but never anything more than that. Sometimes he would joke about having a micro you-know-what, and so I assumed maybe it was because of that. And to be honest, I was getting like more and more attracted to him the more time we spent together. He was super nice to me. Like my previous boyfriend, I paid all the bills, I took care of us financially. A year into this relationship, it goes from a sugar baby, sugar daddy relationship to me actually catching legitimate feelings for this guy. So much so that he actually plans a trip to New York City, flies me out first class with him, puts me up in a 5-star luxury hotel, and invites my entire family to stay with us. He takes me to the Cartier store and buys me a forever bracelet. I thought this guy was going to propose to me. So I decided I was going to make it Instagram official, and I even posted a picture of us. The trip ends, we go back home, and things take a really, really weird turn. And I want you guys to remember that this guy was still spending lots of money on me, and specifically at Louis Vuitton. Remember that, because that is an important detail you will need to know at the end. He starts being really flaky once we get back from our New York trip. He's not answering my text messages, and eventually I crack and I just call him up and I say, hey, can we have lunch? Because I want to know what's going on between us. So he meets up with me for lunch, and he finally confesses why he's been so weird. He tells me that he's been having chronic headaches, and he decided to go see a neurologist, and that neurologist told him that he had some sort of lesion or spot on his brain. Because this guy was super well connected in the Philippines and knew a lot of doctors there, he was going to go fly there for 3 to 4 weeks and figure out what was going on. And then things get even weirder. For 3 to 4 weeks, I don't hear from him at all. And because I'm so delulu, I actually convinced myself that it was probably because there was no cell phone service in the Philippines. Your girl is panicking. She's checking obituaries every single day because I'm literally thinking the worst. So eventually I say enough is enough, and I remember one thing about this man. I remember where he said he worked. And I also remember the names of one of his coworkers. So I call up his work, I ask for him, and obviously he's not in. So then I ask to be transferred to his coworker who is there. And as soon as I tell the coworker who I am and that I'm looking for so-and-so, he is like completely shocked and caught off guard. Like he tells me that he can't discuss this over the phone, but that he would like to meet up for dinner that night and tell me everything that's going on because he just feels that it's fair to me. So I start freaking out. So I meet up with this guy for dinner and I'm just like, hey, what's going on? Like so-and-so told me that he has a brain tumor possibly. He's been in the Philippines for 4 weeks. And his coworker tells me that he is indeed in the Philippines.
His wife.
He's not there for the reason that he told me.
His wife.
He was there for the funeral of his father with his wife and 2 kids. Then I go on and tell his coworker all the things that he's been doing with me, all the shopping trips, all of the vacations. And he's like shocked that this man even has this much money to be able to spoil me this way. And I end up finding out that his wife actually works for Louis Vuitton, which explains all of the Louis Vuitton gifts. At this point, I was so heartbroken and so shocked, and I was so ready to put this all behind me. But then about 2 weeks later, I got a really scary and threatening message from a woman on my Instagram who commented on that picture that I posted of him. Obviously, his wife. Turns out she found out because he used her airline points to book our first class flights to New York City. and she saw my name on the reservation using her points. Now, obviously, this must have been devastating to her, and my sympathy goes out to her, but I felt like I was completely bamboozled as well. To this day, I still have such a hard time trusting people because this person was capable of creating such lies. This man was capable of lying not only to me, but all of my friends and family, and he kept it up for so long. So I'd like to know, do you think I'm to blame?
Huh? Man, she lost her brain. She lost her brain cells. Of course, I don't expect you to feel bad about being with this guy, but you couldn't tell he was married. Like, that's the signs. Once she said, yeah, he started blowing money on me with no questions asked, he started doing things married men do. He's an older guy married with a wife. He said, okay, that's shush money. And it was mostly free. I say that Filipino man won. Congratulations. It was horrible what he did, but he won. He got her. She got tricked. And that's what she is. And a lot of these modern women nowadays are tricks. And they get guys to do stuff like that to them. A lot of them deserve it.
Rochester, New York, 38. Do you have any kids?
Yeah, I got 2 kids. I have a 19-year-old that's in college, and I have a 14-year-old.
And look what it says right there, guys. She will stop OF for the right man with the funny face, like crazy face. The right man is not going to be with you. You stopping for the right man? Oh, well, you need to stop looking for the right man because the right man don't want you. He's not going for it.
Okay. Are they both by the same man?
No, 2 different. I met my daughter's dad when I was a teenager because I had a child when I was a teenager. And then I met my son's dad when I was a teenager as well. We were 19 going on 20, and he's been a father to her ever since we first met.
Okay. Have you ever been married?
Yes, I was married to my ex-husband for almost 12 years.
When did you get divorced?
We've been separated for about 5-6 years ago.
Oh, separated. Are you divorced?
Oh, yes.
When did you get officially divorced?
Well, we've been separated for 5 or 6 years. We just got divorced in 2021.
So you were 2021 was like 3 years ago.
Yep. We were already separated before then. We separated in 2019. Well, 2018 really, but 2019. Okay.
2019.
Because we were trying to make it work.
I guess what I'm just trying to make sure because I'm getting confused now. You said 5 or 6 years separated, but 2019 to 2021, I believe, is at 5 or 6 years. 19.
No, it's not.
3 years.
No, so when we officially stopped being together, it was in like 2018, and then it lingered on until 2019, and then in 2021 is when we officially got divorced.
Walking red flag.
Fair enough. What kind of man you looking for, honey?
Somebody who is honest, loyal, who understands that I got stuff going on too at the same time, and then I'm not very affectionate at the same time, so I want somebody who's very understanding. And that look good.
You're not very
I want
affectionate.
somebody who like ugly.
You want somebody that's ugly.
Not just like mad ugly, like, like just be attractive.
Oh, you say you want him to be attractive?
Yeah, like I don't want him to be like short.
I'm loving Kendra's reaction. She's taken back. She's sitting there with the face like a dude, like she got her man gaze on, like, let me figure this out. She's trying to solve that math equation. You can't solve that, Kendra. You can't solve it.
Right? I'm 5'5", so you could be taller than me and be 5'8". I just don't want nobody shorter than me.
Okay.
That's not bad. Wow. She gave some leeway. She's OnlyFans, got 2 kids, got divorced, probably took that guy for his money. She'll take a guy 5'8". Sure Kings have a chance. But who wants to be with her?
I don't want nobody with like mad acne and stuff like that in their face, or somebody who doesn't know how to carry themselves. Or I want like somebody who like walks in confidence and like has good hygiene and takes care of themselves and stuff like that,
It's delusional.
Okay.
And puts me first above any and everything.
They're telling me to ask you, the cousins are telling me to ask you, do you have an OnlyFans?
Yes, sir.
What do you do on your OnlyFans?
Nothing really. I just post the same on Facebook.
Such as?
Just regular pictures of myself.
Okay. All right. She does have only the cousins.
I just started it. I'm trying to get good at it. I don't really know what I'm doing yet. But if y'all want to watch me, y'all can pipe me up. Y'all can send little requests and stuff like
Pipe
that.
me
Then I
up.
can get it going. You feel me?
Well, we're not here to promote your OnlyFans page. I was just figuring out.
I'm just saying, if y'all gonna talk about it, be about it.
Oh, they're telling me to ask you this. DT says this. He says, she's pretty, Kendra. Would you discontinue posting on a sex worker's website for an honest man? So I guess the question
Of
is, would
course.
you give up your OnlyFans page for an honest man?
Of course, as long as he helped me in the way that I need to be helped in.
Here we go.
What does that mean? So he has to give you the money that you
So
would
if
miss
he
with
can help me
OnlyFans?
financially to where I feel like that's not something that I want to do and he's going to be there for me, then of course. Why would I?
Okay, so you would give up only if he's going to supplement the money that you would miss from it.
Pretty much.
Hold up. How does that make sense? She's not making no money from it because she just started it.
Is there a dollar amount to that?
Like I said, just make at least 80K and be able to support me financially. I just got started on OnlyFans. I don't have no motion yet. So
Now wait a minute. Your expectations are for him to make 80,000, but you don't make not even a penny from this yet.
Guys, nightmare. So she's already putting out. You know what this is? This is one of those. I'm gonna manifest the money I'm gonna make, and then I'm gonna make it. Right? It's like she has no motion at all, and most guys, we don't care about a woman having emotion. We don't care about a woman having a job. We don't care about anything a woman has going on. But you have an OnlyFans. It's not happening, boo boo. A guy would rather take his chances with any other woman out there. A guy would rather take his chances in the club. A guy has more of a chance of finding a wife in the club than trying to get with an OnlyFans woman. Especially if a man's looking for marriage. He ain't dealing with you. Stop it. Oh man. Now do you see that? She's shocked, number one. He walked up on her speaking her language. That right there alone, she looked up with that. Did you see? She looked with a smile right away. Who is this black man? Who I like, by the way. That's what she's thinking. Walked up to me speaking my language. She already ready to get the phone number. Look at her. Waiting for someone. She waiting for you, brother. What you like most about my pictures? Man, she's trying to have him verify she's gorgeous. And I like the way he played it cool. Like, yeah, let me see your pictures one more time. Ooh, that was that coolness. See, that's one of them things. When you come from where you're coming from, and you already bring that energy, it's like a walk in the park. All you had just knock it out the park. It's out of there. And more guys want to figure out how they can knock it out the park too. Because he made it look easy. And it is. I talked about it on my Black Filipino channel, right? The best thing you can do coming to the Philippines or any other country, learn the language. Because, of course, what happens is like a lot of times in the Philippines, guys don't have to learn it because women speak English, but still you do. There's a lot of women that don't, and that would date you. They just don't speak it. Like I'll tell you guys, I was in the yesterday. I went to the cake place. I forgot the name of it off the top of my head. I went to the cake place. I went to get some shoes for my wife. So I'm talking to the lady at the cake place, a French baker. I'm talking to the lady at the cake place. I'm telling jokes. She didn't understand my jokes because she doesn't understand English completely. There are people like that everywhere. She says she speaks English a little bit. She doesn't understand English completely. So the fact that he was new to language, open up the door wide open. And then you step in the country like a whole new world. Everything's just beautiful, all sunshine and roses. And more guys want to experience that because they realize there's definitely more to life and dealing with that nonsense back home. See you next video.
This is the way.
Passport bros. Cash for no.
Answers come.